no radio so ayede political show adesua wom political show emudo Mark Jerry any the torchlight ayese epono ene mpontre wotie the torchlight dwumadie ewo NEAT 100.9
The best station in the capital, NEAT FM.
wotie the torchlight dwumadie ewo NEAT 100.9 wotie the torchlight dwumadie ewo NEAT 100.9
NEAT FM Neo.
I promise to be faithful and loyal to God and my mother.
Wotie oha echi ponkno.
wotie the torchlight dwumadie ewo NEAT 100.9
Wotie oha echi ponkno. NEAT FM.
wotie the torchlight dwumadie ewo NEAT 100.9 wotie the torchlight dwumadie ewo NEAT 100.9 wotie the torchlight dwumadie ewo NEAT 100.9
Wotie oha echi ponkno. NEAT FM. 100.9.
100.9.
NEAT.
wotie the torchlight dwumadie ewo NEAT 100.9
The best station in the capital, NEAT FM.
Torchlight dwumadie ewo NEET 100.9.
The best station in the capital, Neat FM.
The Torchlight dwumadie ewo NEET 100.9. The Torchlight dwumadie ewo NEET 100.9. The Torchlight dwumadie ewo NEET 100.9.
Jamo akwa be de ban NEET and then numere tumede ye friend Torchlight we NEET 100.9 and eye e benada nana sa check date na date no eye 18th March year 2025 18th March 2025 ye de twedi amponyame ase se waka ye ho abo ho ban aboye nyina ho ba ye kwa enwuma so wakwa kodu fie na onya kodu fie Onya godu fie ana se no mamu tisen ho yada se waka ye ho na yede dwumadi yede bro na ekoma hodo ena ye ba bedi ewa ha sei ekoma ye ba bedi no wani tua se ya na eya amanyosem ena ye ba beye amanyosem adabia ye no yede dwedwe ye man no ho ne ye ho ba bi o man no eko yede dwe o man no ho ne ye ho ba bi a ye betimi de o man na kwa koduru enam se ye nam hoyi si ye se betena ho ne ye bejeja ye ho ne de amanyofo da bi o bedi adwe ho agro enriti e dia wo ma so ne de o man ne be hye o masa because me ni mienu ye timi konkoje o man ne se ye yo eji actively yesu ekokọ wura mu bi ne ekokọ ye mampani ana ye koji di bia bi na se ete sa ne ye te akire di a ene na etese ye pushi ye mpanyufo ye de no ma be hye o masa na ye ti o mo na so se de ye de mamunie de ye se moso mu ye nie na etimi aboa no ma ne yetima chechire ne achechire ne yie pa because ye ka say etese wo tena sidi da bia na me ka say ye to aba wi a eya manyoko ba kope ena ne manifesto ye de be ye adwuma say ye to aba ye to wi a eya manyoko ba kope ena ye de ne manifesto be ye adwuma eno ne amanyoko a wawi ni de ato aba de ama no etiene ye twese de anoma eko o share the governance system His Excellency John Dramani Mahama practicing wo hwe mrahye bedwafo no so dia wo mo ye e mrahye bedwafie ho wo mo ba adwuma no ma ekoyi wo ho dom kuma de esa wo mo ye no mo ye dom dodo de esa wo mo ye no mo ye ene kura de ye se wonya committee chairman na obenya be 5 minutes po na de akasa budget debate is a parliament one so hey debia na dynamics apio me menya na yanka bosu bibia I say you to aba na yesesem because you to aba bia you to aba bia dynamics na play na to aba bia wuti akira na na esre the parliament house one so when you committee chairman na you more 5 minutes yes je nakasa budget debate aye no when you committee chairman na 5 minutes yes je nakasa and our ranking members and so I'm 15 minutes. Committee chairman depending on 20 minutes. There be ranking members and I think 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's just how they didn't come on. And your ordinary ones, ordinary floor members. And I want to make an say. Make an say. Batch bankers and your friends say bench. Hey, debut. One more titi achire gwane from say one more no so no ye be mo 5 minutes is the parliament why come up na normal so ekoso ho no it same na menu one of the critical issues back here ba be hwe aban initiative Wamodi ababa to just said the fight against Galamsey because illegal mining any day. Okosoro ba fa say yebo modi ana so kunye timi ku free ho. Illegal mining no, I say yetimi ku sa kunwe ye di free ho. We shouldn't say that say transna the fight against Galamsey. Eba bedi yenya e wo yemai mo. Ye bedi won komo. Na MMDCs. And won some to say MMDCs na won some to say na Madina when him say Madina story medi akira enya se bia me interest bi o Madina me ni interest bia o but normal bi because o Madina e say yete yen enya Madina pe ye wo areas bia when him say one more de edin ni bi afiri baabi e na one more de akwa ho Madina a typical example. Madina, a typical example. Edina, one more choir of vet in the Edika, the Etosumi, no. The Etosumi and San, Afe Edini Kobaya, na Edina Sasa, Nedin full front of Babeka home. Madina, a typical example. Namesasa we maka, Sir Abembian Sawuba. In managing a dead yo was here one yes, party mabe sorry one more pejuma. And what you so no, Oba will say, oh, I'm out for a bed day. MC when you pay an appointment to a yes, you pay ministerial appointment. And yes, you pay say, ye man for na, obi o free yedium, obenya position be. But baby. Say, ba MMDC is now. So we are president because when we are the appointing authority. So we are president and that's a one managing year. I have the selection or the nomination of MMDC, yes, sir. What's the MMDC is no. So one managing year, what's the and until this time around, yes, what did I form? Nanaka, your name, sir. Wamubejina. Name, sir, or Mampenin Bebo. Na Wamakako Jina. Na assembly members are to Swabano. Names na kamu kakanya me ado watching among show no so no. Many a local government minister, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim watching obeba show no so live. Na yene bedi won komo ye. Names no akamu kakra. Because akwa ba say enipa ni bi wo ho a it seems kwa yes say woman is out for na ni ye. Because obekwa vetting number 1 wa qualify. Vetting number 2 wa qualify. Vetting number 3 by yes wo ye disqualify. the din foforo akwa akoshem edin a ono no converting number 1 on converting number 2 wo wakwa number 1 akwa number 2 list ne ba ya edin foforo ena abem ono no converting 1 or 2 ni nyina ne yensem a anwumre yebedi ho komo because enipa bia o madwe se wo mo ba be demonstration enipa bia o madwe se saban ne the list ne ba beto ho a dede yo beba ho pa enyo bia na president ne bebo a ebe yo bi de but at least eso utimi extend kwehye eso utimi di nsuo gugu so wodi nsuo gugu so a eno ne timi bo pa iti ene yebedi ho komo na the teacher mewo Madina constituency because me say na demonstration bi eba bekoso mame kwa amano so na me ne Kwaku Boateng ekasa de ma adraba fon kabom ku a womo se womo to ahyentuade mu adraba fon kabom ku a womo se womo to ahyentuade mu na ye from Alliance of Drivers Ghana Kwaku Boateng ekasa ma omo Kwaku ma adwo
Ejo.
Na on to say numre.
Awon de na nkwade yamia ye. Kwenia.
Yede nyakopa say na Alliance of Drivers Ghana. Muko we na order down.
Ba cho ekuo idi ene drivers for change ene yemini te se rufia ene wa be talapia padaroma.
The drivers for change in an Alliance of Drivers Ghana no.
Eba time.
Ama formal alliance say mo de nkabum ko ni bia ba beka ho.
They say private cars and car owners na beka ho. E be free GPRTU. E be free cooperative. Omo nyina beka ho ma say alliance.
Na mo se mato ahyentu adiem.
Magdalene, ma menche wetin for.
Ejefo Joseph.
The question of woman say, and yet study a panel. What I say, say, a total fima, a kamoko, a canchene, a kajili. And yes, Anna, a panel say a better film. But my daddy, say, what pushing here, on ten a cankai. Nita from the quachipa, and it kind, solid be mammy. The pacho go grill, I got passes on fuel. Passes on fuel. Na fuel passes a hodoa egu adama for etia e wo filling station with the farmer. Na passes le bi ho any introduce the count 2021 all because COVID. Magali, COVID and one ho COVID eni ho a was sanke abolish passes bebre. Passes in the one adama for kon fe Ni wa no that many bi eni wa was the elgasha. And that must be as you are. You share the cover, baby. My jelly. So by your mother pong. Now, met you say, oh, my quack would not finish his out of work. Let's get your access with them. You know what I'm saying, Amen. And Lindsay and the land members of Ghana, as they a chief was a way they are so mother. Among why any be any maintenance. Any BCC cano. Among what the canima. Among your hotos was a car with Timmy and the Makwaba. Because I can't team na see kasa de kochia ma jale unkwan yeze but team na wonti de dia wa se unya tinka o mo se ka mitimi e de meko bia meko e de niaba na sese sika na sefi ebotum e be de na bi e de maintenance ma jale na petrol ne bo no ejina 12 cedi 99 pesos per liter ana obekaya kwakwese ma ene edi hide and see ma ya di 50% eto no femu ma jeli pa so ka sa so le no eho ana on strati IGP se o ma police for malole station mechie esa za dawa for efam la jejuma ya de mbla ahye se ato no femu ma jeli entumu nkaka after 2 days of election ana na do dan kwakufu ado eto petroni ene ekoto aba ekoto ba yi na tinchen Ile gentleman mama so ba ya o de nkaka sa ma petrol ni bo no ekodu 16 cedi 23 pesos And then I see and here was so much so at about 15 city, 99 pesos. But my jelly, near can say, I'm on phone go 12 city, 99 pesos. Now, and tomorrow, yeah, pre, yeah, dear. So my phone go 12 city, 99 pesos there. And then tomorrow, yeah, G.
Calculation ben na wodi ye nyina so say enko 12 cities 99 pesos.
Never tell, baby.
Wo say empanyefo fa 12 cities 99 pesos. Calculation ben na wodi ye nyina so akunta ben na wabu won.
Akunta mebuo and it says here na ye 12 cities 99 pesos. And na ye be 15 percentage at the total fee. Tambe no and na make us say Wakwasi amaka charge if you say umbrella only 6 medici. And now a free 12 city 99 pesos. Acquire 16 city 23 pesos. And it says here, or my kit will be a free smako 15 city 99 pesos. No, and mom so more be here. Or metal so I'm not 12 city 99 pesos. Be an exam. Ye G15 percentage. No, or mom page now. Not to more ye print to me. Ye dear. That's a anomako. No jam 20 amateurs and one no. Na who travel full, na see the papa guso so a, ufuo ni kwa yem akuma to yem. Na see better so 4 pesos there. My jelly, is be the jina ni jina. And necessary me no can say, the Toyota Yaris, every 800 million, it is in the year, me ne kwa 1.2 billion, some on your Toyota Yaris at all. My jelly, kainji, openji anaka na siya 70 million, 80 million. There's so page I could 120 million. Eti ya bada ni etumi ato igi asika ni nwa no enwusi Africa no to so a ye se ani eta majali eta manyo 40 assess o man ma dia eni omunya di etini isu
na wo kwagu what ya emission tax bi da enwusi enwo tax no wo driver ni wetu ya bi da
na majali enwusi tax edi nyansa be paso be na ebe mu
me pa so why na kotu enwusi tax obi anu otu enwusi tax organa o
na that's here area the mama abolish na pray
na mebisa say wo driver ni wakwa akotua bibi say ye insurance say ye farm wo say ye bibi akwakoto wo kan ho a wo maka akere wo say emission tax ye enwusi tax bi da so ana
eni omoka sire ene say na ye tax adafu ane so aka levy na adafu ane so a auto automatic say at no filling station
enya no kre
oh samu
David
eni o madada
enya no kre de wo mu ne say emission tax ne de abandada na de bai na mmom wo ma anyeje wo ma operationalize eye saa eto no wo ma anjeje na mmom emra ne wo ho enu nti na JDM bai wo ba be yi afiri ho said ya da chibi no bi fa kuntu na se mba mbeje nti saa na tie why
na je say na wo ho but o ma anje
emra no ene wo ho na mmom eto ne de wo mo amfa anya adwuma wo ma anjeje
okay who's the journalist papa odikedu
oh yeah there sa pepe ne ye no wa nti na ye dance no
interviews am I you dey anywhere odiketi me ewo de wa
hey ana journalist ne e ma okeka sa ansam ne za odeko e
oh na say ewo ho ni abole ana je say de
hey asemni o ye central for so ye mo o okay eti the woman say emission tax no aban ne de mra no e bai bad one fan ye adwuma so
okay
sa pepe na tie eti say eye car insurance die ya eno so mo yi free hoi na mra ne wo ho ba obi anu okotwa ne car insurance o mo je no because aban ne de tabo no e de to so na emo aban we nim die mu no eti so twa mra ne mu kura sa de adachi bi no obi nsan fa mba be ye adwuma and it is pepe na tie
mo nyame nshira
amen
wo de adwuma wa ya che wa ko school so eni hu nim die
sa pepe
that's why obo hu ka no
sa pepe na kwa ko me be sa wo
with the Google taxes on fuel for my now in common
Google taxes on fuel no na mo alliance of drivers it's say na mo ye drivers for change yantemon kan da me timo ka jo o ka drivers for change na me say eh na fe na o be kire say me ko Google me ko hwe petroleum price build up and your friend petroleum price build up efe na me ko kenkai taxes was and that's how was so atete da nyina wo so basi ya temo nka
won't yanka every day rule FM na reason ye reason de e bebre make me asend bebre di amount what I say ba nye soli nyina e de bedru fide cassette se lit fm anything I want to no ye opa e reason bebre e se maka say IGP ma adawa for police for ma law station na che no ye reason e kwa de ye adwuma e de ka be city so man tifo so de ka be si wo reason bebre ho a ya na ya bele ma no ne kofo to ro pe ma enam na kwaso ye say risk kanta say that be no no fan to mu ne nu so the reason bebre wa ya ba ni te fa ni education na ye so le no enu ho
ba kwa unse wo ka se bra na ya be ma no ye o ma dwen se won beto lorry fame no ya be ma ne pa wili nom na mo so ma counter say da bi enam ra kwan so na mo mudi amu ye enam ra kwan so no
ye tie ne se one family akwa so anya adwuma ka adwuma na eye no emla da ho ani hwe what I say it is ye nto fuel mu se fuel bo na 12.99 na ye ma 15% na wachina o sa sore se maturo pe mo bla fuel ye ntumu a minia na je se nam na akwa so se ka bo anya din se de ka se December ya na Toyota Yaris 800 million na kodu 1.2 billion na say enko so na sore semato lon fema ye ma kwan say even way ye total na ye dey saka na every month ya na 210 January ya the day am no ka say e do 320 Ghana cedis what I say etini mani na ye dey ka aduma no enko so na sore semato fema ye ma kwan the see akoso ni po a ye see atoro fema ye papa no DPRT for asole but ye ka tell mo say omoni kubata abewa fo na edi omachi so omo tuna ho ma ya bale mamu eto low fe mu 50% amen na DPRT di yedma dia ene ye 20% ya ye ke omo nyu mienu se bedu da bi no no mo praise om de be adwuma se do mo kato all because dia na we can pay cash bi dia na ba dia so mo bo eni to money abesa omo me ko na to low fe ye to ma se but say ya ba ma mo to low fe me na ye adwuma dia me na DPRT egidia ene omo na nyu mienu.
Okay, Kwagu, I made the same interview because in some who can me a minimum papa. Dia wo can say ya be ma no me de koto lorry film na G priority. One mo di ye adwuma. Enya no kre.
Oh sir.
Debi. Dia ko ba ne say one mo no announce one mo increase one mo kwa one announce 20% bi. And na GPRT for 2 one mo 90C so. And one more catch it, one more said, there be one more chain. Na tripartite committee ne bekwa kwa kushia. Na one more shia, one more drain, a yen to mua, SSA eba ho. And no na one more cry G2 mua. One money GPR2 phone you know this statement by say one more to move by 15%. Tane kokoksi ye.
Enti ya bale mamu ne di ka pushi. Mebwa. Ya bale mamu ne di ka de sole eba ye. Na Sada tamono abufu aba daba fomu no. Me say Allah the members of Ghana put the case see PSC nyeduma. Sa se binti yenti bida. Se be kasa police for enko no station kwa the Chadabe. Yenti bida. Yen put the case the ACP. Sa se na ka see share road the top minister. Na on my percentage yede be tu first so. But no ne adawa for AD had and see. What I say. And no one abufu enema yede 50% no and 20% no aye adwuma mpalifo ba mu be pay ya ba 15 timato ase abaloma.
Okay, say ya ka say machine tuade ya mose matumin ye tetimpo say enei the world market from wobo no beba from it likely say next window no from wobo ebekọ from kakra e dia man eno ne ye forecast ana a projection dia yesusu say ebetuma ba ne say it ada na mo pre mo ho e de 20% akotumo
o say what it say ebeba from.
Yeah, because world market are drop it.
My girl is so jambe uno ye mu ye mbele obi anfuno. O jambe uno mu ya. My girl, wa beti ato jan ati aso obi anfuno. Wadaroma, boy kakra. Na de enfunko ho na nteso ne mla. Se nteso ne ba na nkoye se pesos. Name a bay boom ama about 12 cedent na pesos na. Hey, yes, you better so. I'm a Ghana for one tom. As a way I have to me. You chop money because the enable because Mokobo because the Diabo because yes, you chop money because the MP Penasa. But my dear baby, drew Mamma, I had it.
Jenim se mra bia ni ho a ekyekere mo pampen se adroba fo machine tu ade ne se ne enko na mum conventionally dia broni beka ne se ese bia yetwa to ho no se esa na na ne yedu so enuti na tripartite committee eno na the transport ministry Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council and na Ghana Private Road Transport Union amunyina mo hihye me bi wo mo na ekokotena se a no meditemo eye ashentuade no nti dia mu ye wuji to mu se sabio nam ne kwan so
Majari 15 February and it share no fee kan to mu 20%. Na mra ye de kata ne tia bonteno pop pressure solid no ehwa na CCRC omo general secretary efren yen se dabi yenu anemo ampa etemase montwe reason nsan yenu munhia na minister of road and transport no amma office na afi so abana nkenkan budget ti de kufo de jara na yetafre ho ti de mo pa echew yesi agi tu mu twesan ye but minia ye twesan ye no eno ano no pẹ̀lú ní kọ́ mi ẹ̀kyẹ́ sáyẹn ẹ̀fẹ́ náà ọ̀nfà òǹtí yẹn sẹ́ mpo ọ̀fẹ́ bu mpo ẹ̀fà mà yẹn sẹ́ àdáwàfọ́ kúọ bi mpo ẹ̀wọ̀ ha ọ̀mọ́ tó sẹ́ ebu ni họ respect ni họ na Magali sẹ́ system no ẹ̀kọ́ no àdáwàfọ́ nso edwuma no ẹ̀tù mpọ́ kakra sẹ́sì yà no amanyafọ́ ntú petrom ama yẹn hyehyẹ ọmọ sọ ọmọ mọ ẹ̀pẹ̀sẹ̀ dẹ̀ ní ẹ̀fà tó rọ̀ fẹ́ so dẹ̀bi sáà mi yẹn ni ẹ̀twam. What I say?
Na why na catch us say amanyoni bi na to petrol.
Oh, me say, the amanyoni na to petrol mo. Petrol na oil bulb company na carbon no. That's say busu be 40% na ko wa.
Me ba cho the woman say eye eto a ededa form no so. E na aban no was to control. Apart from that, a automatic adjustment formula. And eye adwuma, eno na nya amanyoni bi na ekoka no. Anytime that be a program, so me say one man you need what the form go. Ebe your politics and what the NSA obeka say a tuona a binaji was soon about be year free so. But apart from that, would you know canon? Trust a wo better form go so and that's him. Indeed,
me uncle chikaka. What say Kufone Rollins are blessed, so no more than no the price bow.
Woman and neighbor because now one will subsidize it a your form go. Sabre na ye wo fuel subsidy eno no aban no ba beso eye mo driver for na sene it is aban na disika ni bia ba beso wasene de a woni wutumi se obeto eye wo lorry fee mo se wo ba beje de a ope na mom woni eye transport ministry eno ne ye call form the tripartite committee it is tripartite committee formation no a free fuel subsidy na aban no so masene enunti no sese maso wasene de a obetumu a bra na menu nyina nwenwen ho na yehu de ade beje sa na ete
na sabra na Magali na all the free na so mo price ba ko
me patcho sabra na eye automatic adjustment formula enyanya adwuma NDC abandada no eno mo de sa formula ne baaye se be regulate eye form prices.
Eshasia 2014.
Eshasia 2014-2015. But wow, Gwagu, I am what you may want to see you. So, so we back as a man, you're saying, you. And so, what would you say? Yes,
I am man near you. Make us say, my cartas as an MPP are binding Buya Swa. Ah, what him say, and yet I say, Chia. What I say? That's a double India JD. Naka when you say, Yaji data. Ma ukwa no achire memount taxes no kwa nya dia eye adwuma. Ana matro ekoya manyafo se chire se Ghana agia. Nana VAT no spark $1 mo. Hu na ko. Omukọ yi a esisu 24 hours ko nso dum na air condition be film enti esisu on to so bo ne so be wi okwo si beza binia eja ne sisu enti enti na ta ga na he din na ye wuska kase o ba dem ye pages ka kase de ha dan ye ni stadium ni na fu na ye tie ye to ba mo ma se na dem ya politician edi ye na ye to ba mo mo no ye tete majali isaba ye to ba mo mu ye na ye bonsa na mo mu ye nya gopo na what se ga na ye din na wa wu kase eto aban ana agye no ana yo so tumi mo adie ni ntumi nya o mamu enhemra enna ne mrani na se 40% a ye for ma 25% na ga na for top me tie to say me dey me 40% no na oil company income fuel family ebe majali
okay
yeah blue
May one journalist I always advocate for drivers because what shall abakwasama mediama we are say ne sa buy no subsidy no ye free ho na buy no so masene biemu dia aban ni ntimi mbeditemo price ana ahyentuade a eje se moje yen na mom having said that eno so nkyere se driver ka bom ko mu wo hwa na mo so masore se mo ba beto ahyentuade mu at least esa mo fa eye consultant o betimi ahwe ahyentuade na mpesa mutumu no fam go no wo mo forecast say na etie no amabo oyodi awo kan si January edru 300 something and gwagu say yen nyina tobi total na dia wo kan say January na say na say ko do say
January na 220 Ghana cedi.
I'll cross check because say yen nyina tobi but the woman said the American say and yes say oh zanaka okay so me can grab me ni bi ma go change oyo well eti say monye ehihye ni yie na mo men kwakwa so ya wa so 20% na mo de bom bam so they say in as much as a meji tum say enti say aban no ebe hye mo because aban ni tumi bi because this time aban ni subsidize the from go on so masene etu oni tumi so be kire say the esa mo de ahyentuade ni gini na conventionally esebia amotwa ato ho ni nti na aya na tripartite committee no ene your friends driver for no ehia no madwendwen se de beye na bibia koye bagwagu momma sabio ya manyo asem no onya so se na influence mo sa na me hu no I'm telling you the fact
majali MPP abana teso na alada vaz of Ghana moyo modai ekua drivers for change eye ejima ma ko opposition men na nyame adowa bay omo power den no moye bibia cars kwa ba GPHU kaza MPP NDC amaja ho o kan zuki basis bi no what I say omo bi ba GPHU bo GPHU omo 20 ane bo de omo jagu hu MPP abamba eze kan cars kwa ira on system ko kwese ma oyi road and transport minister Tambel oni esi na tambel oni emiti. Onfi an kra omuye donima ne GPHU. Etinye ekuo bi oba to wa wan ka se ho ene ye adwuma na sa ba pa. Oda bi eni sa da je no.
okay
What I say bi ye no. Oma me bi eni eni. Ene na ne o se ye mre.
okay
e ha ho ewo mo ho.
say GPHU for say wo munyuntum won betwe say wo mo drivers ebeko VIP Gion VIP womo increase womo first me no ka say womo atwa sensen
30%.
enti womo increase ba womo atwa sensen nti mo so mo die mo be kwaso ade aye adwuma na mo be san adwen hu biem na matwa sensen
Me da se na mamen kasa GPHU kubata ya e wo so mo koni di omachi Magdali we yan santreni interview animi na wo se wa ben pa bi so mo pia no say 50% no omo de adwuma na say omo afanya adwuma adentin po na wo say concern for na true drivers and come out and say na GPHU afulo omo ye die ya abeya omo ni eche da re Magdali entuma Friday no mo so de adwuma entuma Friday na some of say share GPHU station no de adwuma but nya no na e de ehye ye de ye da ho akwatuom and one cream we say 20% in there. Yeah, la drivers of Ghana. Now that many be tofu Ghana no any juma. Until some penny for that tofu and so ne wo tebe de fu na du no ye tif law firm so ye yi asan ya twa san e this are there any 20% de e remaining Padaroma.
Okay. Yedan se na yumre so ne yedin komo.
Yakopon enhira na amo soro ahode na onto nkwanem menia.
Kwaku medan se ache yebedin komo wan.
Yo.
Okay. Yende Kwaku Boateng okasa de ma Alliance of Drivers Ghana. Ono kwa no amati ase say ye drivers for change. Drivers for change. Branche kwa ye minuen. Nyame fa ne krensi. Apia yes, apia. Oh, they didn't come in escape me. Woman na drivers for change no mudi mutinti my pa. Nti woman na woman converted to Alliance of Drivers Ghana. Echa se tu ade woman de woman so mu ginem. Na said you be send a message. Oko Facebook you need 100.9 FM for the me read messages no. Why you do any say near Facebook na me read. Enti or say VIP for to yes, woman to but woman sound withdraw. Woman withdraw. So he tells you say be na bibia comment. That's the reason. Eti anana bibisa eye driver for aban no enti me be driver for kete ena me tie PRO e de ma GPR to you. Or say one mama police for and only one more members in the home beti ultimately establish say we a GPR to member there. But I'm telling you, driver this all to to your dear man. Masa, you can't determine. I to your normal be the baby determine prices at the money. You ultimately determine can't say driver ni and this I would to sashin to no dear mean for minimum be a walk or dear. Them be what I don't know. Maybe say a convention the year Juma due to fuel subsidy. But no so just a draft for be almost sorry and Macasamba beto. I think to idea man so yan Sam and in ye. That is it. For our channel call Facebook need 100.9 FM. Need 100.9 FM. What the fuck? Na can be na ye the amount. Babella for no Razak Abdul Razak who cried the end of the time. Abdul Razak Hussein. Oh yeah, secretary. Our Madina about to umpesu aso in the name of NDC. Razak to say?
Jerry, Namana Domboko.
Madina Boko dear.
Yankopon Daruma.
Now me bana me no wedding komo bi o Madina. Ma menko eye Abiola. Abiola so eye member the ma New Patriotic Party. One communication team. Abiola on to say?
Jerry Namia do me ho na so.
Namia Domboko. Bi o koso kakra kra.
Oh, bibi e koso ba eboboba.
Eboboba. Bibi boboba. Me bana mama ba beti ado kro boboba. Na mo de mo. I just say all of a sudden 7 December, 7 January, 7 February, 7th March. Into me December and free March. 7th February, 7th March. No. There be 7th January, 7th February, 7th March. Aboso me answer. Bianca Sass.
Papa bi na friend Mr. Santo achempa me ku.
Hey.
There be so obi abehu obi abeti.
Obi abeti.
Onamwa obi abehu so obi abeti.
Razak, na mo made na ekwa say woman fue emri bi ebi kura ba mi studio ha. Ye twen o mampanyin say o the list ne ba betudwa. MMDC. Ebse Madina mo de ya tawe. Metese nkrofo bi kura na nko mo demonstration no me ade. What is happening there? Within a film what is happening?
Jerry. Lady can be that said I can say be more trade down for Yankopon. Say with me any about be shame and danger. Don't say ya shet you now say ya kobe say and tinami fa akwenya we and fan wish you all Muslimi for happy Ramadan. Na some rains no me I was ye nya enkabom na yetimi de mpa bokes ye at the time on my penny. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, any all the government appointees, Nitim Funya, Senebenya, Ebenya, Konkan, Edema or Mino. Say reset agenda idea in Kanko, say research agenda idea, say Yankopo and Nimanam, I won't take ya, and Nipa account quan de Sano Diana, near no bed. Na Madina dear, Yamincha, the Madina Edin, Nemum, Dina Madina Edino, Sempi, here walk Kofuboso. Say I don't know. Once the expectation no edoso, and the expectation is very very high. And say me twice no ma me fast akonya we Enfanchia Madina Hene, Alaji Sedu, Baba Sarki, Ebia Wobia, Nana, Nankopon, Nankopon Sra, Tawichi, so Obama one day, Quantin, Sen Abel Begusu at Tanasi at Che, now waiting Mamma, Sunja, Madina, Ebegusu, I was so da. I mean, she Chief Imam, Sheikh Saibu Abdullah, she district commander, Ura. Precious ni form no munya ejuma chairman Kasami constituency executives led by the constituency chairman the honorable MP lawyer Francis Zafia so the party for nya branch executives titu chairman Senyo divine Senyo also mechiawo ende nyimre em say asem na obi sam no ya no kre dodo no a utimi say omani nje at this point in time no kran so say ebinu kasa an kombe demonstration mi ne adade but sa demonstration omo frame omo kasa omo be demonstration omo hia emu omo hia omo be mi si no
na omo so be demonstration dey tiade
say omo nti ase say a whole constituency secretary for 14 years as secretary my be branch secretary me shall say be branch secretary I think from 2001 all the way to 2018. Na 2014 na ye mra no constitution emma wakwenya no ultimate contest for two positions at the same time. Se mra na me ye branch secretary from 2001 all the way to 2014. Me sa contest as constituent secretary na me win here. So I was holding two positions. Branch secretary at the same time constituent secretary. I be 2018 and sana party no amend the constitution chef for say ultimate nkita position mienu. Tina was say me de ba ko to fam. Nti me jai branch no eto and I'm also as a constituent secretary. Into the Dudo no mu bisa say adanya bia me dino mu yifi no ade based on competence, experience, hard work and loyalty and den because omo mu ntiase because omo fi say kanana bi ekoso. Ba nya no twa no pam no eno an say macho futu ame me de mo say we are see awo yi no ejuma bia ye de ahye wonsa say ye no yiwakoma mu the fadi adwuma no na imperifo amuta party ne chana so mudi party ne nim no I will not be surprised say omankasa omani etuemu a omaso edi echi no de they know the realities on the ground and omuni medwuma obi aye entino dodo na na challenge here say apart from the constituent chairman no yeah we know say on no the leader of the party miensa no mo kan no dodo no ana omontiase how that's the question na obi ana obi abisa but at the end of the day no mo kwakọ demonstration and I mean something na mo kwakọ demonstration e mo motiase say o ehun hia because His Excellency John Dramani mama wo hwe appointment na o ma no wa ne target no a bebnum ne target no a youth the target no so a or reward hard work long service and experience and some competence and you know yamu yes and you know omo na no mu person mo ye demonstration because omo say na mo na mo buefu pa ayemu ya ha mo amokwa demonstration na me say
when I found
yes it's no me no how do you imagine how I feel what runs through my mind what goes on within me maybe some say no say omo dey omo say me no me nya hwe no at the end of the day no and they should just leave it like that because the appointing authority the appointing authority has its own way and near formalities who knows if the babies do finality no nothing could change so at the end of the day no abutre na me pon macho so mo come to na whatever that we have to do we just do it at the end of the day it's the same one party ayenya yourself say be a party no na omo fi say be a His Excellency John Dramani mama all recognize hard work, competence, experience, loyalty, and the youthful appointments now all you know. I see said His Excellency building the party towards the future because we share the current appointments now one man he recognizes hard work and loyalty and experience. You know, they shouldn't be worried. But Nyankopon onene hene ono so no si hene. Bibia mu bia ebeba wa fama say nipa da se ni no you only give thanks and glory to Almighty God and then you continue to rely and cry on him for he knows best at the end of the day no I'm not the appointing authority most of nya appointing authority no you can't determine but the leadership that have been put together, so I'm on carry out certain duties and attacks, they are still working. And also, say general so because whatever they are doing is their formalities. That's not the finality.
Yeah.
So let's leave everything into the hands of Almighty Allah.
Now, would they free me? What when your feedback be?
Feedback was just from the regional body, and the Jerry feedback no honestly speaking to assume. Yes, and to assume, but I decided to be quiet for now. Say Asantini Becca say Akeni Becca say mekusa kusenya ide yes, so I decided that even though I wasn't happy with the sort of feedback that they gave me, but I consider one or two things, and I decided that for now, let me just be quiet, and life goes on as I focus into the future. So based on that, I said, no, maybe so I'm on one stage, the other stage is there, and then the final stage is there, which is the appointing authority itself. So let me leave it just as such.
What I'm hearing, see, I saw the former. I don't know. Yes, a baby to me, I go through vetting, but appointing authority no a boy chiricha, a big granny dinner, a call, and you move beyond a beba. And then watching so no, what I'm hearing, and they say some of the districts, including Medina, account bintina, a delay the announcement. Because as we speak, when I say didn't be rolling, say a year can say, or my penny a pound nipa 400, so I'm mentioning. One more quack share a year the fight against illegal mining.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, me and then I'm a year minerals commission PRO, Casa, a year delayed them. I may be saying that this is a great they are not in place. This is so now one more quack champion on my penny agenda. This is in why woman or more quack. The list must even Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim admit a brand me interview no some time ago, I think last 2 weeks. And all can say yes, they didn't they say because normally be ha at the say this is but more to no crown suggest say Osusu man penny the list in the be a beba. Not the akamuna one more no. They just say no omugo young wajoba. As we are saying, including even Medina. I can't be in a list no delay. What on say?
Some now can Martin be say there are some districts there are challenges because the grounds, what is the true picture on the ground and what is reflecting at the shortlist now my I don't know, it's not the same representation. And a band of Sanswana, I strongly believe Salman Penny is very deep person or a very visionary. And or you be quiet apart from say Obama assignment on rely solely on the report award Obama. He has on one kasane cross checks or background checks be our check it or and I also believe say the issue about DCs and MDCs it has to do with the grounds, what the people want, and based on that it's true. These are some of the challenges ama edinu aiden check a crack. But I know for sure say His Excellency John Dramani Mama, as visionary as he is, or you be or on on the ground, they are equally giving him a direct report. And I wouldn't be surprised say at the end of the day, there are certain places I will say didn't be none of the names will be mentioned. And no no name no man penny be mentioned. Now I say a name or man penny nankasa I pick direct intel from the ground. Said nipa asimisi anatichiwi and our appointee or only vision man penny vision now kitano. It falls in line to get such a caliber of a person to support him to achieve that resetting agenda. So I wouldn't be surprised. Says na okay yes, it's true. Say yenya but as a frontliner and as a front leadership, front leadership, there are some of the information that sometimes we pick, sometimes we hear, and when party members are kind of agitating, we only have to step in. Na yenu omonkasa, na mo monte asese adwobreo. Na omanpeninu enye se bia wate akwakoda, and say nye bia say bia nkofu ejuma so just like.
Have you been given a tangible reason to when we disqualify within after 2 hurdles? One more reason.
Mark Jerry,
Were you told?
Mark Jerry, honestly speaking.
Because the point is, Ayana, we can't internal party matters. There be a make us internally. Some man yourself na moye no. Internally, you're too dangerous.
It's true.
Than a year external one. So MPP and NDC, and there's a normal thing.
Yeah.
And that is fact.
Yeah.
And now we share some honorable Saradwa Safu. Ekeka ye we share some MPP lusu ye. Esembi ani pe bi ka to say internal politics and there be an mekano. And minim the entire we kasa o.
It's true.
It's too dangerous. Have you been given that tangible reason? The entire what contest what pass it through the mail. Na wababe constituency secretary. Se bibi be disqualify wa. Aden and disqualify along the line. Tama na woba. Na dey say bibi disqualify. Okay, fine. We didn't know first vetting. What qualify? Second list. What qualify? Third list by ya. You say you have been disqualified. Maybe this our problem, no. Okay, you're disqualified, your problem. But now before fraud, no call. First vetting, second vetting. Na onipa foforo din abem. Zanoma we na mo amanyo fo no ya de yo na mentem ho ase ba no. Nti na pese me hu say ya kire wo ade we nti na ye say ye disqualify.
Mark Jerry.
Yeah.
Me a Muslimini, me a Kremoni. And I was the month of Ramadan. Se nipa who didn't cry in the last 11 months no cry no and in the 11 months no. The only this month e was say we there osakra e de committee o bibia e de share nyankopon sem o committee no so no Ramadan mu no chiwia bia so no e che say ntro twa ana ntro di enkan bi nyama some social vices bi anti vices bi ni adade ho. But let me be frank and let me be honest. Vetting na you call for the first time no. First short list no mo ya no 4 names na me din kan na me din kra na I think me din year second second vetting na yes second list na omo ya 2 list first list no me din wom second list no na me din sa wom third list no eno mo yi me din and dodo ana say party members dodo na mo frem mo bisa me say me dem nim o mo ya vet no mo konko bisa o mo. But the truth is me ankasa reasons na omo de ma me no is just only one reason. And I'm Mark Jerry, uti reason no ento asumu. It doesn't make sense. Because the issue is as matured as I am, say be a fit be a me share say ababe do and dem so me cut 12 years plus and me ko as constituent secretary no. I decided the reason now omo de ma me no. Excuse me to say sebi ento asumu. It doesn't make sense. So I decided that I will not even talk. Because say baby wanna catch him said because of A enter now will yi me the film. Terry. So it's just about maturity. And don't want a guide me. It's just about looking at certain pictures, looking at certain scenario. But the issue about MC is not about me. It's about the team Mufono. It's about the grounds people. It's about the party people. It's about the people of Medina community. What am I saying? So reason no mobile na Ukraine Mark Jerry the truth is and to assume. And I believe and I make nyantie ebinukra frame me dey be say oh omutie we show ama we interview be with one of the regional panels soon be. But nipa na regional panel no ontimi more reasons. Go omo say we bisa no we bisa say 3 times.
Meno nipa kra wo maka nsema kire me na bia they are not telling me the truth.
Nti na omo frame say we interview bi emre bi etwa mu ni adade na go bisa that question say
me nukpenu.
Oh okay.
Yes.
Okay. Say almost obisa say first list na e buy say me di wom. Second list he say me di wom. Na koba say na third list me di nim. Eno na wodwen wa won ti ase. E na wo no metin so say o ma o ti ase say as a journalist no you are always on the ground. Certain consequences no or this district no you follow. E na wo on crofo a more ground so and your intel and based on the decision on take here no it doesn't tally, it doesn't match. It will be sound as but at the end of the day no reasons now my no so mo buy homo catch them say interview me tia na say interview ben and so me say okra we interview one of the panelists and like as to the reasons on my no you push that still almost say like response now man and reasons now all man like it doesn't tally, it doesn't add up. And based on that I'm not confused. And I say ba makodi boni bia na nka say me kodi boni wan aka makodi boni aka say Ghana police ombo wanka omba be chimi didawo. But the issue is
when your record be
that my Jerry, there was no any reason. It was only one reason, and that reason I decided that I won't put it. I won't put it to how do you call it to the public domain. But within the cycle of the leadership of the party, in the wisdom of His Excellency, the visionary leader, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, at least they will pick the reason. They will have the information. But then, as to say, be a me and Kasa in particular say reason BC or reason why is just only one reason. That for me, I didn't see it as that should be the yardstick, because I believe, say, as a panel, they have terms and references, and I believe also, say, as a panel, their terms and references was based on your competence, experience, hard work, loyalty, and the can-do spirit with the visionary, with the vision that you hold. I strongly believe those should be the terms and references. And when I was confronted, all these things are maybe you know. I'm catch say Ninya I qualify. Ninya I'm catch so I have it. But as to why I say they took my name off, it's only God that can tell. So I decided I will even talk about it again.
Razak Abdul Razak Hussein, a constituency secretary of Medina constituency in the name of the NDC. On na many no didn't come, in fact, a part of the show. Na Medina and Semino said ya and no America yeah. In fact, what vai say obe jina obe contested as MCE. Wala where then Lankwantanai
Medina Municipal Assembly.
Lankwantanai Medina Municipal Assembly. Meaning say your Lankwantanai no wo and some Medina no and it is no
brief is Emra Assembly Nankasa was created in 2012.
Okay.
Then Emra Honorable Surugu Omushia with the panels then local government minister Honorable for some of the former national chairman. He was in charge as a local government minister. And he didn't know okay constituency no din Edi Medina constituency. Into assembly no so yamanu edin Medina Assembly and Medina Municipal Assembly.
Okay.
And penophobia omotechi e ka say wo hwe Medina asase ankasa no a more or less no the gamashpon gamanoni and the indigenous in terms of ushaya la asase. So yemma symbol bin so enye de embatown a ebema the indigenous no so me say no, they are still represented. Based on that no, first name na Medina Municipal Assembly. Almost I go back, review no, and year no, did la Nkwantanan at back out. You ni Nkwantana
okay.
Ono ye Gahini at the mad the whole Nkwantanai Medina. But ufa into normally no count and a be Nkwantanai Medina Municipal Assembly. But constituency no di ankasa de Medina Municipal Medina constituency. But ufa assembly no dia Nkwantanai Medina Municipal Assembly. And ufa the whole Medina constituency no or back in the person of Alhaji Baba Sarki and Baba Seydou, the late and the current no Baba Sarki Ahmed into no ono and now you ono fiwa uba Medina Zongo your hina ono ohwe Zongo so ayefe no Sarki Dagadu and now you ono fiwa your ni Nkwantanai yesa wo ni otinibi ni otinibi pato bi a Nyankopon Chao is one of the hard working chiefs and dynamic you be a 247 his doors are open when it comes to issues about community development. New Tinibi were very, very, very strong when it comes to that kind of agenda. No, say Obama so hene Obesha say ni team ni kind of municipality no Obenya Mpuntu is one of such persons. Bibi Obi Anaju Mechiano and send a ni Kwema and I saw one ni Danfa and I won ni Teman and I won ni Oyarifa. Oyare fampo the current take caretaker and all. Okay. I feel almost nyame yese be enche bia the official chief na nkasa e ba beto because the old one what talk. Na oba pantan so mo ni pantan ho ono so ansa na ye wo ogbojo side ho ye wo ni tobo ono ogbojo. Na oba ye wo ye friend say the Ewe municipal chief anlofo ye hene ono so and sana ye was sub and our tribal chiefs. And all these chiefs are born or handle and or control. And these are people who over the years, over the decades, have worked with hand in hand very closely. These are Nkofua, like when it comes to the issues of development within the municipality, and they do everything possible within their means to make sure that they get development to their very.
But that's what we know. One more our confidence we almost over BMC.
Oh, and no credit. Because basically these are people me no my jumache. And you know, my Jerry, I did about where I want to say sometimes problems be to me see. And I cut across both political divide. I met my I'm the only constituency secretary, MPP 4 constituency office. Meeting me border me wrong. Me wrong me say Madina no fire your history. Ube who say obi ni obi ekun Madina. NDC MPP no mo kun. Let just omo ya ho. They are strangers and as a foreigners from about na Madina mo. But the typical NDC MPP in Madina, we don't fight. Okay. I know any edukun. Yeah. But say about you because busha ba kuno na and France MPP. All the development of the community. Say the community no betumpon. Say ti me for na mo ti community to better their lives, to better the lot of our people within the community, within the municipality. And then you take the assembly members. Once I make say 50 the inception of the district assembly elections, all the time assembly assembly election MPP 4 omutimi wini ebi next year ebi, but it was only this 2023 assembly elections all the 15 NDC you win all the 15 and our father MPP winning 2. So from the it wasn't on a quality of leadership, the vision, the experience, the competence, the we brought to bear, and the leader kind of offensive resource, because there were previous executives on Mababetrim.
Yeah,
they did their best, but not to this level. And this current crop of executives, we took it to a different level. Say, I know your by-election, you know, Madina. And according to our party structures, we are still following the same format. Okay. And we'll make sure we put the right things. And I can show you. And we are putting everything in place to make sure that we'll still retain it. And I can show you we'll retain it. And this time, we'll even retain it with more than a margin. Initially, you winning in 2023. No? So basically, Ufa be the issue about the police command, say the division, the districts, Ufa the fire service, Ufa the military commander, the reps, Omo Madina. Then you take the immigration or almost Omo Madina near that. You know, this are Nkofua, my ejuma over the years, and there are instances and number bit me see that Anka yakase NDC church of Penidia. We do man paper and pen.
Yeah.
And once I paper and pen now church. But when him say, you saw to me Thomas Tom AC na ebia in duo bubu to fie bi sooner that day, and then people will pick my phone, they will look for my number and they will call me. They say
you are available in the constituency or in the district.
I'm one of I'm one of the 247 secretaries that you can get. I'm one of the secretaries, and I say executive at any point in time of frame you can get. I'm one person I return a lot of calls. I just say from them far, then it means I'm busy, and I say I'm a phone not to baby, and also no pono me babaka. I return the call back because the position I occupy, I always tell myself say, and your family property, a public position. And at the time now, ni pano frɛ no, unim say be a vital information be and person or pass on. But me say politician do no I am far corner because Mr. say be oba baby some ska.
Yeah. And
I say be oba baby some say be busy. Like I won't have that. But I strongly don't believe in those things. Because ska de omu bisa cause me be ba skasem. And I also nyankopon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala oboan e ma otimi de into that position kakra ebetimi aja bia no, we are able to mobilize and support whichever the call it's coming from.
Okay.
So basically the Medina there, I see it as, and actually Medina Ebibia through like internally IGF, if you have a financial discipline leader as MCE, Obetima manage Medina municipality, I a lot of developments. And there are certain things, strategic assets within Medina. I'm him. So Nyankopon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ka say eyamia, it's so be it. So ka say whoever is coming, I will assist. Meboa, and I will open up all those channels.
Yeah.
Say na it's about the development of Medina. And your position no, it's about how you the development. Say na obeboa municipality no ebetumpon. Say obeboa time mu fo na omu no ombenya that kind of opportunity. And my wish and my aspirations, my vision is for us to recognize our people, especially the branch executives. I don't mean West. That's a fact. The branch executives, the pool, the party. These are the people who give birth to the the birth to the party in terms of giving birth to government. Because you won't get there. It's a Celestine John Dramani Mobile campaign, Obama Dina, Obama Okwa, Nechi. Or some coffee omyede omotoaso and so mugu here the jumano. And who are those people? These are the branches who continue to do the job. So I strongly believe say opportunities once they are available must be made available to these people. And with that we can continue to help because we are Ghanaians. Yes, almost we are Ghanaians. So once you make opportunities available to them, it's the same Ghanaians that you are making the opportunities available to.
Okay.
So the Medina has a lot of prospects. Going forward, you know. With a disciplinary leadership in place, I strongly believe we can achieve a good success and a good story for Medina.
Okay. How you need 100.90 Abdul Abdul Razak Hussein ena woten in Kano. Oye Medina Constituency Secretary. Na Medina hono so said American no. Asemwe maka na migusuka. Enye Medina mpope ena meka. Areas enipa bi din womo qualify first stage, second stage, third stage yes within no afiri mo no Mr. Mo manage sa de ni ye Medina a case study yes it should be mo managing here because nya say no ama we no na anede no ama bibiri yeba all party mo 80% mpanyifo mo yes adverting no Moma South Ninya the proper understanding. Number cycle home medical cycle. And yes, demonstrations upon demonstration. ABC. Demonstrations upon demonstration. It's yet to say a patriotic cycle who ye. Then most especially Razak Otimeni say the Diamba first one, the Diamba second one. Meno and yes, sir, on an attention by the MCU. But my point is Nipana atra first saddle. Patra second edel. I don't know because I tell her the idea. More disqualifying. For what reasons? So there's here. And I be a first appointment committee. No, in your parliament. Vetting committee, you know. One man yo me jume year na. So one man yo me jume year dia. Eba ne say. And that one more recommended woman a bidding womb. Now for frobin su dia babe can. When you know your questions, I say. You demand you. And more politicians there. I can't win here. A JB Pie easy. As I know. See, people are almost bizarre. What is the reason? Almost person can reason now. Almost the man. It's simple. Say one reason. They say I relate to one of the people. Family relation. Yes. And that's the reason. Yes, that's the only reason. They say I'm a family to one of the aspirants. So based on that, I should be taken off. That's the only reason. That's the reason. That's the only reason they gave me. That's the only reason. Because I probe further. But how does it got to do with Obi Oba BMC? The issue is okay. So what Papa qualify now? I qualify. And the monk said you my penny bobo ni about. Now how does it got to do with who would as Avery? Like Jerry. And as speak, me because maybe sir, approach him, the regional body, maybe sir, say, Adam, we and you be a mujumana, Yasham say Mundinu,
has it got to do with determine who and who relates? And I say it has to do with, in terms of terms and references, say be a competence, hard work, experience, loyalty, and in terms of vision. I ask those questions, and they say no. All those ones I qualify. So which one? Because of family relations.
Samo.
I decided not to even talk about it. Let me just leave it like that. But the Almighty Allah knows best.
Abiola.
Papa.
What's one that team come on and answer Boba?
Abiola and there only has him your account. Because 3 months pay. And I was from also a Bogana idiot. I was a wow bojisu. Sẹ́sẹ́lẹ́sì dọ̀nà mani ma mo bójú ma. Ọ̀sẹ̀ ẹ̀dá Abiola ọba nǹkan ọba ẹ̀sẹ̀ àwọn bísí àná aṣọ ẹ̀kọ́ yìí for the first 3 months. Ṣé ibi àná ọ̀ntẹ́ ibi à 1 year time náà kọ́ mo fa criticism náà mbra. Ẹ̀dá ẹ̀bẹ̀ jẹ́ àtúm. 3 months mọ́ màdé náà wà kọ́ ẹ̀sẹ̀ ní ibi à 1 year kó náà ẹ̀wọ̀ position.
Nigeria.
Abiola ẹ̀sẹ̀.
Mr. Santi na kan yo. Ọ̀sẹ̀ obi abẹ́hu obi abẹ́tẹ̀.
Obi abẹ́tẹ̀. Ọ̀sẹ̀ wà nìkan.
Mr. Santi omi kúrò máa chimpa mi.
Aza.
Ọ̀nà mọ̀nùmíà náà obi abẹ́hu.
Obi abete, that's all.
I got ready come mentia MPP penning for
Mamojo so.
Ni titu lawyer Justin Kodu Frimpon. Mitiano baby bia wo. Ye ma me kejem fu a mitiano. Me bona ba so are fefe kese a wakoye area man ni kru makoshe ni kru mfu anu nyam atakrasi. What is up with polyclinic fefe?
Yeah. Takrasi.
Me jeri enya sem kuto pani behwe. Sister bed ODS adi ama bibia wo mame no waya ade e bona baso etia MPP phone na ditu abrekuma central for na mentia menu yakuma ya NDC phone nani what do want me antia me enso abena ya sintino
NDC phone nani onka zo mu dinani
Kaso utie ni kasa mu onu abe fu se bi e ko
za onka zo mu dinani ana onka
de ko de
Ọdún ọ̀kan náà sẹ́mu.
Wàjà bẹ̀bí ọdún wọ́n lè bẹ̀ kyerẹ́ kuraba ní bonsu yẹn nsunsun yẹ. Diẹ kọ́sù anasa ọgbẹ́ sọ wíyẹ kuraba wíyẹ bonsu yà. Diẹ kọ́ yìí. Àná kẹ́sì yẹn na bẹ̀ kyerẹ́ o. Maame nkyia no. Ẹ̀m sẹ́ ní the first time ní na ṣíà o still. Na mi nkyia o ní wapamfo. Mo bọ̀ ẹ̀dwuma paa. Sẹ́ mi diẹ ẹ̀mbíà mi mpa ho no. My next person only by my side in radio. I'm going to be
that's it.
Na Magdari.
Yes, sir.
Unim abua kusie.
Kusie me wene na mompo.
Ana unim.
Anya se minim ne keke me wene na.
Unim amuokua.
Inu amuokua pa.
Onse pa. We na da ku bi na amuokua hia kusie. Na kusie wi adwen. Na nanu mai din. Ana amuokua bu sa kusie se na duane awudi nti na woninya wonim se dia aden. So nu sa amuokua da ore atadwen. Nti atadwen nche da nya din se adwen. Nti ofi se kusie ade na ore no. Sabiota fe se atadwen na emre na wahya da ni nya nanu. Ana kusie se bra. Na bewura mi bom na me mu aduane. Ana ode adwen ba akoto amuokua. Obuta kusie se tofi no ntafre ho ana go bom enye yi. What you say? And I want to hear them make a call.
Me tell you, I will go.
Say, I'm no ya. What the done? It being worn. And as I know ya, cry out the boat, business and then one you did to ya. And I just say, Ebo Boba. You know, baby, oh, me in case some baby criticize will be a. Meaning, say, it's too early days enough, say, being cry on 120 days in a cry and swing. That's one day. Bobo be ya eja to mo no aka se je bi bobo ba wo mu na de se nkosi aga an se biota frache what shall one share one call for the various constituencies
na sasa de we de betu mu nyina mo so ma de ade pen yo mo face similar challenges.
Oh my Jerry,
yes
ni ekoya ono na all kind of stories and the bibia na oh my Jerry I only just so say oh now I didn't know I first then the new second then the room not third no. What is the means of shortlisting? Shortlisting goes through processes. Is that not the case?
Yeah, na the full account.
Yes, what make us know this no any near pe. Into the powerful information
there also reasons must be given.
And they're giving reasons say you are related to somebody is not a reason.
As a You are related to somebody. And for that matter, you will not be given a job.
I never reason. Tell the amount. Fine.
Where do you mention or game pound? Maybe she are human resources.
And you Gimpa, you are using the
Why you first will Felipa?
And you Gimpa,
you go interview.
And this is
what you where you mention say who related to Obi and this are Felipa. Apart from a conflict of interest. And this now where you now
this is for the Gimpa and the Gimpa son on the on say party no the control government and your government the control party.
Okay.
The party ni NDC party catch us say way onu we akodi di da eno anu to be nti onu o ya we enti more worry but the first me say that's such a young very guy what me lead the party no for so many years even now I feel say want me share enu nyam na ka ebeboa. But I'm not the one to speak for NDC because own now a diabolist. As a constituency secretary, on one so a mafia and go for our Medina. But if you be a free mode, you'll be ashamed. Yes! I don't know. What they yeah, told him the asking me go for. No, be also be told him was running the Okasakasa. And you give back. I somehow.
And now when you and this when you now or the other day there, Maza give an woman to politics for who? It is a walk with give for somehow. And then make a recruitment process. And yeah, recruitment process. Because human resource now you go see I know.
Human resource now.
Who recruit you? Or NIPA application letters. Aba ye recruit you. Mamba for interview. We say one of papa never ye.
Jerry, and your recruitment near
politics.
You will be so amobi. And on your friends, I will politician. To honor you will be free of Momo Medina. Sir, be so in the film to know how. But in Pie Bonnet Circle, I will bet you to friend a woman at the post Kakra when a day. That and the bodyguard is sitting at Tinaka and also what I train a sound bank.
But most time turn up policies, and we are dangerous. More when you crack as if we say, no Montana politics, and we are dangerous. What they work is how we say mobile bemus.
Oh, that be, but the idea. Let me tell you.
So
we are bad. It take how many months near the appointments?
Oh, but some JDM this time they were in trouble.
Question say, why, sir, MDC the Ombeko vetting process 3 times and shortlisting process 3 times because you know
national security there near there.
You know your people already. At the end, the minister appointment in they don't want to go through those processes. Not short, they were able to mention their name because they know their stand, they know their work already. At the constituency levels, you know the people who qualify. And I'm a and where should this one there at the constituency at the municipal level there? Most of my setting committee on back process for 3 times. Ministerial ones in the no I say about reading because on what chair of parliament one way. One chair, Obiaka say about me and carry and or the amount to be on Kana or run not in the Nakosha Square home. Are unqualified to be there. Yes, I'm telling you, I can tell you. And so on what you tell you that. Into other thing more frustrated those on the grassroots. Our person so we achieve on 120 days, or targets of you. How can you achieve without sending the governance to the doorstep of the people? And the municipal assembly, the local government, and the day that governance goes down to the doorstep of the people. Now you are struggling to get your MMDCs and not having all these people in place. With me, so I call my party full soldiers, Eduma as task force. So on cost of Ghana say. And you know what's some number? They say no on the 1 man time, baby, 1 man bear 1 hour plus.
Hey.
Yes, 1 man bear 1 hour.
Now my program started time.
Now that's how 7:30. And they say time.
And I Mr. Now, Okra 7 minutes. Okra, you are approaching 10 minutes, but you don't know.
Oh man, first 30 minutes. And I also man second phase 30 minutes. But yeah.
The better me man one and what time in the crowd.
Anyway, ono na ho pass nti me ne ntwe. Ono nti no na say hu nya say one and no aka ne feelings na ne man for tie no na hu no mo no penifo so tie. Do we be no kasa kakra na say we play the devil's advocate. Do we be so as of say we plead to the conscience of the committee. We play so say or trigger the constituency of one brand in favor. Anyway, it's politics. But the member say can say
yeah. Now straight to the Galamsey.
The Galamsey issue.
The fight against Galamsey.
Yes. I must have one question.
Yeah.
I will say what the contemporary nada ebeji to me onye meni na celebrate fracture nsisi so. Ibusa majari oyen semtronia wani di nemechi. Senko for now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, then candidate Mahama. Eko ran say boss MPP aban achi won say won ye illegal money. Am ye jail won do wan kugu prison. Obo be you won. Yeah you won na.
There be omunya you.
Very well. Ade only the ntin ye you won na. San say oba ye no. Korizal that where you know. Onko there mu but we can say mu. Opuni where you know. Hambio this Bank of Ghana governor where you know.
I just say next seminar we discontinue Attorney General discontinue.
Yes.
And then your man penny na you and then Attorney General.
Oh, the Attorney General I didn't continue.
Ono aba te beka say ade na oye no oye wie ya nse okobo president amane.
And man penny to me reverse. Why are there we was ma oba na also nkoto di nim no koto garlic brown me kan fa kono kosisa.
Ozo aye di agon garlic.
What me kan trust of man penny na kan ba enya mofra. Want me ko tutu anoma ho me kan tren say yam anoma be ndi e monidi. Sanko for the own wodi on mem hand no obi a watimi edi sika twitwi die say $200 million for cause 5,000 houses. Now simu 1,500 houses are. Scanner cannot me mu akonta also case in this continue Collins Dauda.
Now what's where this guy?
That's kind of why your budget says 5,000 houses. At the cost of $200 million. Now what's 1,500? No one to me account for the rest of the money.
When to me account court overlook court procedures.
Sanko for no or sister yachi watum illegally. Name woman sanko for no ye boni bia president Mahama campaign yo. Onko for why boni ye say Kufu Addo abanchi won ye onko for wato excavators. No one was kana on the small sanko for ko nwura mu no. Ye ni mo sanko for na ese yachi won. Ye musa say oba abem no senko for no ka so ba ko yi won wa yi won ana na senko for no wo excavator so onim won ase ya chi won wa chi won ana now also about the task force because NDC full soldiers emma pressure so won pa adwuma e bi boabo ho anu ko kumase mo party office ko ye nti no also waja soldier for ato into for NDC task force for I don't want to Galamsey.
Him for the NDC task force.
No, also on task force. On soldier for and on police for.
One more special training. No.
The man training. Me say man for the boys, and let me tell you, they are all creating. Uni bibi. I say enchina topum. Oko on one fee. These are the boys on your Galamsey no. To one go go on your task force. No go so your Galamsey no.
Na onzo de akeke.
That's na me pesa me catch.
Na say
na so soldier for grant me and say soldier for no on we fa.
Ghanaian Times ne kuta me.
Kan na me tie.
Wo hwe emrantie ne baba we ya. Wo se wo mo no mo ye Galamsey ne dada.
Won yan ye Galamsey ne dada. Ana kwa ba fa so beti.
What the wadwen na e kan.
Na madwen na me kan.
Ususu say no mo ye Galamsey.
Na then why is it dropping the soldiers and the police?
Dropping soldiers and the
now,
police.
What are they going to do?
When me the Bible relay information to the security operatives.
Mami Musa baby.
Yeah.
Now, set task force on kwa on where ye illegal man some back kwachi won ana meboa.
Wo mo kon kwachi won they will relay.
Na a soldier for kwachi won. Police for kwachi won ana meboa.
Mo information be ko.
Na ya kwachi won meboa. Ye kwachi won du wagu kam e du won be show on them ana say ye kwachi won du won ko gina court.
They don't go gina court.
Okay. Hold on, some na then.
Asam ne di ben.
Enti eba ne sign the president Kufuor de oche bi do on court. Ni e do on kogun no. President Mahama say Kufuor do ayebo ne bi ensi da wo wiase anom. San say wakwache nkofo e galamsey. Anodo won akọ court mi aje ntu ayebo ne. Na mum say nkofo no se eje lo na. Say nkofo no e okoche wo no. E wo bush one. O ya ba fan okofo won be fia betena won dem ana so do won court. Manjel mi busa question.
And na some nye President Mahama.
Wait a minute. So true for so be do anymore. Say ya na be ba no. I am telling you, Mahama came to the throne with lies. As no make at the hope fe chembi.
But no crowd woman say many PR of the Minerals Commission ka say na no pay. E Ghana muntie so. Question me bi sa no.
What's it?
E no say. We no many yankofo a wo mo kwa akọbọ no ma compliment na wo mebo galamsey side wo mo chi wo ma. Wo mo na ebe edi no makọ chi the campaigns.
They say I no catch say yankofo no are they coming to take the work of the NIB?
There be. Wo mo etuo crown no say wo mo nkuta tuo.
Oh, Kyle. Me see these are the galamseyers and these galamseyers. Na ko ba fa so be protect so be won wuram ho no aguso aye adwuma ninti no. Ye fa mo some your task force. What are they going to do? These people, what are they going to? Where are you going to pick them from? Or pick one from the very community now. Yeah, galamsey na answer. Or pick one from Central Point. What it work one with that it too. So therefore, kura call galamsey site. A two kura de kuta on kura. Two galamsey yes ni kuta kura. So therefore, kuta mi. Na so obi kuta too. Into akota okofu duano akota na abohirema. Akache so je ni sebra ha na so mran. Me na make catch us say a job for the NDC task force. A job in order to cover them to continue. Baba Jama and his people are behind this.
Na do Baba Jama come.
No, galamsey.
Where your lands and natural resources minister.
Lands and so yeah, man can send be. Let me catch it up.
But that's why nobody are doing card and we need Baba Jama grant in the baby. Also say Baba Jama is behind. And there's no story now. Baba Jama.
Well, Bank Jerry.
Honorable Amakufi Buan and a pound for the boy. Baba Jama grant.
Okay. Kwaku bwa he.
Na Kwaku bwa no come because you
adenti na won coaching sem kofo no say oh me ko ka kire mu say mon ko so muntu mo de on say won ma mon to abenti a ye nya ba ye ma mo atum golam say adenti na ne don so on kwa kochi wo anu so me bwa
Kwaku bwa on say woman na ye legal mining
na we no on we legal site no call no ko gina honom na illegal miners na small scale or large scale miners no honcha no ko one way on ko gina ho nsu ho videos we are ho no mo a galamsey on sensu an flow na say momra President Mahama na asoma me gina won the man me na me the chairman of the committee of me say the Akufo-Addo do ye mo say mo ankasa mo mo sa ase mo bedidi wo mu na so ma mo ni di no ye nipa bone ni President Mahama say meka kira mo say samutumi to aba no we ni election say kimwa ade ya chi ya mo fam na de enko wuram ho na mo kotu gold no na mo sensuo na mo du twenu enwu one two okrom hanom nti afre de na by what has changed here and then the whole committee of what they say onu an nkofo no ensan ko non kore whistle blowers enfema soldier for no enkocho na soldier for na ka jo say woni ba bia you to go nkofo to gold no wa na Majari, ni maybe one more. Mamma yanko tutu and my home can't say, young man of Makudi. I just say it doesn't make sense. It's a waste of trying to find boys job. Security task force for no one did it. One come baby. No, I say more pick up none in them. Conscience, I cobas. Now I can go room no young galamsey. And this in encourage you one say they should do the galamsey because they will allow them to do when Mahama comes to government. And then waba. Until what me aka catch us munya galamsey na na one who said the area so dey ntro ebedi hia ebubo eno nam kan say ebubo ba 120 days in Ukraine enuye ana afi dey foforo no Mahama mamu enkusi aga market on the wall. I am telling you because ntro no try ni doso ntro no try ni don te be foforo no anytime me bubo be say Ghana for obi abehu obi abeti ewo kurom hanu obi aden ebehu obi abet mama my Jerry o party what is the essence of this? What is this? Sense enko for we no I also 2000
Yeah, 2,000 youth.
2,000 youth. So how is he going to deploy them?
There be I said 2,000 every regional.
Every region.
Yeah.
And 16 region. Region be how
there
many
be 16 regions. Then yep, baby Anna. Illegal mining activities.
Until you from water region, you from
and I said water the and cost.
Until you find
aka region be the numbers will be varied.
Until you find say
to Western you have 400.
Logistically,
maybe Ashanti region to many 500 youth.
500 youth.
Maybe a normal court to say BA.
Into the budget for these people about because in the budget this year, no, these people they were not captured. So where will be from the spending the funding?
And then be sound about one because I'll say it's likely they work under the Minerals Commission. With some allowances we were going to one there.
Oh, mama, kind of fast about Bedia Kunyano. And yet, Panya, and yet Buddha, I am trop. I know what I Ghana for. And when me see a baby wabono, Sanko for the bay, me see Galam says, NDC Galam says. One year. So don't be sure quiet when I'm one. Anka so when idea 1 year a informant no one na you know one kasa e to go no bibie no be kosi aga so ka cho to soldier for the protocol for to atune BNI for me more information about where the intel where the people are and these people can give you the intel me catch us I am true.
Okay, how you need 100.9 oko Facebook live said I'm kind of when I'm reading messages in the free Mark Abredu or say yes, that is my secretary. And Charity and your name say my constituency secretary, baby. Abdul Karim Alhassan said the competent secretary of all time. We the youth of Medina are always proud of you. Please keep on with the good works. It can never go in vain. Richard Yankee. Also, Honorable Razak has served the party with unwavering dedication in various key roles, including branch secretary, polling agents, general elections, constituency secretary, to the constituency election directorate. Despite exemplary service and contributions, leadership seeks to sideline him in his bid for the MC position, which is not only unfair, but undermines the tremendous work he has done for the party. Honorable Razak is the most competent candidate and his eloquent delivering on the show is even more evident for everyone to know. He ensured progress and stability in the constituency. If leadership fails to rectify this unlawful omission, Medina will face chaos. Where is it? Good evening to you, McJerry. The task force is going to work and they will uproot all the illegal miners. Expecting. Where is it, McJerry? Good evening. Keep doing the good work for Mother Ghana. In fact, Honorable Abdul Razak is the perfect man for the MCU position in Medina. You plead on JM. Consider this humble and hard-working gentleman for the MCE position. Okay. Let us say Dennis. Razak.
Jerry.
The fight against Galamsey no one by Anna Montowe. No.
Jerry.
Yeah.
I can assure you the NDC has started even making progress. A ban with the fight against Galamsey. Me a NDC secretary. And the campaign against Galamsey na enye NDC nkwa campaign na ye Ghana timemufo the citizens of this country who stood and rised against that Galamsey menace. And Yakase, there's any leader in this country at the moment, and they say, obe ensure, and also be making sure, say, ye river bodies, and I ensure any better crojing, say, ensure no, a back to its normalcy, they were net, you know. His Excellency John Dramani Mama is number one. make say President Mahama. Ne botaye anana edana kumasu, and he knows the contracts Ghanaians have gone into with him. Jerry, there are several operations against the illegal mining currently as I'm talking to you, which is the Galamsey. Your particular platform be at a point in time, me and Kasa, your colleagues, some of our colleagues within the mining areas, no more agitated. Say the tax force, that's the military tax force, the anti-Galamsey tax force, almost bought a raw site, without informing the constituency executives there, and I said the leadership of the party in those areas. And for them, they feel say it's not the best way. Yes, Meji Tumu Samwa is not the best way, they should have been informed. But the question is, if you are not involved in Galamsey, why would you be worried? You will be worried as a leader. You expect that in your constituency, when something like that is going to happen, you will be what? You will be told. But then, you will also not be worried so much because you know, and I nim the reasons why are Ghanaians eto abanumaye. And I'm one person, I won't shy away from it. Jerry, Galamsey, and ya the pa emma of my Ghana. In Sawama Dujui, I want to go school. Mebusia for fee, and time to time I visit there. Who come some time back? Now offer the friend said Densu River Bridge, so now who Kalano in so Densu River no Kalanoa. Esa Densu River ya Ekwa Fasa Janko Efa some villages along the line no. Sans you in a sub villages no mono almost enom. Sa wo pe wusika ebe benefit wo no does not mean say affecting the larger masses. Jerry, NDCO, MPPO, CPPO, Hinao, Galamsey is not good for the Republic of Ghana. Galamsey enya adepa, enya adia ebe boa omano in the long term. So what do we do? The NDC campaign on certain policies. More into the small scale mining. More regularize mu document no. Go back to the Minerals Commission and go regularize your documents. Apart from saying more regularizing my document, there are mining laws, there are mining rules and regulations. And our law states that you can't mine along the water bodies or a certain distance away from the water bodies. You can mine. Won't mean mining in the water bodies. And you can't mine closer to the water bodies. So those of you engaged in that activities or that act, desist. So one way I call out. And again, those of you who say LIB allow prospects and mining within the forest reserves. And currently as I'm speaking
but
to
I'm not yet all forest reserves.
Certain selected ones. Which is also bad. Jerry, my maker say Michelle. When quiet.
Yeah.
South Forest Reserve no, they are part of our life, our survival as Nipa. South quiet you say South on Achimota Forest, for instance. Your boy if you say 12 to 1. Say we are boarding din you just enter through those in Canada. Unlike these days. Who round my South particular reserve now? We said the atmosphere there, the weather there is different. And it's part of our lives. And that is what keeps us going. Who deplete here? You can't say depletion now. Sagalam say it leads to depletion. Because enya kwa mpaso ena efaso aye mining. It's our warnings we nyani signals we nya yedama atu dwa. More mining closer to the water bodies desist. Monso more mining or kwa mu no for now put on hold. Monso more mining kra na mun need licenses no official licenses and documentation no munjai. Go back to the Minerals Commission and get your documents regularized. Quiet apart from that no. Say anyebia eyadebia oye that illegal mining which is the Galamsey no jai because there's tax force in place who are coming out to clamp all of you. We have done this announcement. And it's Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC government. Then we will allow you to mine, but you must mine properly through the standard way of mining. And when they say we regularize it documentation baby our person way of mining near that no. Also say you are allowed to mine in those areas. There are several places that you can mine. not necessarily going to mine in the water bodies. There are several places that you can mine, which is allowed by the laws and which is through the standard practice of mining. You can go ahead and mine, not in the forest reserves. So the issue about the Galamsey fight, Jerry, it will not be like that of the MPP. I can tell you, President Mama is a doer, or you'll be our Kanasema or this one. And we share the first 3 months here, there are certain promises here. No, once an enemy and say, you know, Momo Kasa promises ni be there na so far. Yeah, they are about to jano. They don't talk about it too, and no don't come once them. Nia egusuo pipeline muna yehwe say ebeya they be fighting it me ni nyefi no. And no na am say omo hwe say achente on person mu action. Don't worry, by the grace of Almighty Allah God, mu be mu action. But the issue about Galamsey, no day, nowhere me support you. Man hwa wo say wo de wo ti ankran kro dua mu ntino wo de Galamsey no emfa wo boa nsuo no efi esoro ena de bebesin ewura epunum nsuo no eno an ewura Volta River no eno an ekowura Kosombo no eno anso na enam River Pride eno anso na River Densu ne nsuo akeka water bodies na akeka ho. So what do? It's a collective fight for all of us. And now no be say when we're in government you said it's an MPP we should fight. Yes. Leadership by exemplary. Yeah, what leaders no be friends MPP abaya etwem no. Professor Frimpong about a report on the betu dwa no. Obo leaders no be din say they are keenly involved in mining. And so leadership by example. Until say o man peni no mu ankasa na kachi they are keenly involved in mining. How do you expect Oman Penny to fight the mining menace or the Galamsey menace? So this is where America say this menace is something that the NDC government is going to fight it, because we as a political party, we know the rationale behind the voting phenomenon. We know the rationale in terms of when it comes to the Galamsey issue and the reason why our Ghanaians eto abanuma NDC. The reason why President Mama Nkasa na onimse obe wini, yankasa NDC onimse obe wini. We didn't expect it to be so huge to the number of 38%. But no confirm say the Ghanaian people have some level of high expectation when it comes to the issue of fighting the Galamsey. Galamsey sansemino ama kwafo bebre dudonwa omeluso omefum. And obeko akachi bia ichi no be so baka gunse omo twatwa kokko egu. Say me no wokasa no. Ya start Galamsey. Your oil, your bauxite, your diamond, your manganese. Jerry, up to date, our GDP, in terms of the highest contribution to our income, is still the agriculture. And I'm a boy. We share a backbone as a country. The agri sector, and the export of the cocoa, the export of the agricultural products, and the we are still not been able to meet say ebia yebeka send the oil na emayiska and I say ebia Galamsey air good and emayiska agriculture no na emayiska. So this goes to tell us as a nation our focus was say yes agriculture and mukina na say about agriculture and mukina so na say we need to keep the Galamsey monies, and that is what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC government are going to fight. We are fighting it and we'll fight. So tax force omo your friends inaugurate you know. Yes no said baby no they need to work closely with the DCs. Yeah. And I say MDCs no.
Yeah.
Government is a process. Governance is a process. Yeah, inaugurate you. In coming days, and I say in the coming few weeks to come, no, we'll get the DCs in place. Tax force no more order that. The little that they can start doing, they can be doing under the strict supervision of the Minerals Commission and the certain authorities within the place. We call the district assemblies now. We have the environmental protections agencies. We have the EPAs. And also almost share the issues about the environment. And I know very well that the NDC government is going to link up with this task force to the EPAs within the various districts. The fact that you need DCs doesn't mean that the assembly doesn't exist. The assembly is still there. They are working. The coordinating directors are there. They are working. The HODs, head of departments, and as part of the HODs, we have the environment. And they are to collaborate hand in hand and work with these people. Together with the task force that has been set in terms of say a friend say security task force almost said they will clamp down on this menace near is Excellency John Dramani Mahama catch a Ghanaian for Ninya say this fight is not one man's fight, it's a collective fight for all of us. Now a crime person ebe first wa ebe konsa adie one and then they say more already more ya galamsia emfa kwam no and I say emfa mra kwam no you just desist because tax force no ba no beche wodi a macho ena emra ya ka say adantina omanpeni a otwe mu ko ya ense omanpeni dada na kufa do odi ebi Ghana for call court ni adade no what was happening is that yeah the foreigners echo court ni aja omo free no mo ko not me mu fund ya che omo say ya prosecute omo. That was the challenge we're having as a country, and this is something that President Mama said no, it's wrong. What is equally good for the Ganda is equally good for the geese. And then at the end of the day, no, say you prosecuted the team mufono and the local folks no. It was say equally yet me prosecute the foreigners. And the foreigners will say yet me prosecute you more because you can't do that in your country. They will hang you. And then at the end of the day, no, all that is Excellency John Dramani Mahama any NDC abaya can say. More ya galamse I am farmer kwam na say mu need regular mu need the documents I just say go and regularize it. One who regularizing is we as well. They are standard practice in terms of mining. Say na unima once you go to the Minerals Commission, seek for those documents and those guidance and they will provide you. Baby akwa your prospect, baby akwa mining no, they will guide you and make sure say you fall under the laws. Uye wejuma tax force be a new on babe chow. And a tax force be a new so bet you or do court, sell the Wakojina court. Now you do as some na do to Jim. Yeah, friends say prosecute too. But once you are able to do this, you'll be free to continue to do your mining because you fall under the friends said the standard practice of mining. Neto so monso amu ya galamse e wonsuo nsuo so ene nsuo ano no nsuo ncheche anaze water banks no. Yes see, ye mra no enche se obetimi ayesa. So what do? Desist. Okay. Stop. And na menu season a emre bi abetwe ma banda da no omochi no omode kwa. Foreigners na bi betimi to big money in terms of dollars. Ti na ya ja nipa no ko. Ba wo no say na bi a we local folks no ni saska no bi. Omanpeni is Excellency John Dramani Mahama say, we are Ghanaian. You will deserve an equal right and equal treatment. Enti no jai sa de na wo ye na emfa mra kwa mu no. Na ye den. Na fi ono. Na as a mining na opesa wo ya ye wa kwan a ye fa so a ye mining which is fine. Obeko akwaji reference documentation. Unya wo documentation wi a at the end of the day no baby a wo mine no Minerals Commission so check on does it fall under the laws? Is the law allowing you to mine? Say mrano ana time o mine no mrano e kire say obetima mine no wa. These are the things that we are talking about. Okay. And I can assure you, can me what? It's Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC government. Kwan bia ebe fa so ebe kongalamse no as I sha say there ye be shemukina na ya make say at the end of the day we curb this menace.
Meda say high need 100.9 2.9 me ba musabela na ka be. That's it.
Ghana for e busa say.
Be microphone.
Ghana for busa say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Sanko for na osi na na do amiyede nwatom. Na onye galamse yes no. Obo obe yi won. We yi won wana. The Ghana for bi say mi musa no no. Minwe ka say o say o. The NTA na John Dramani Mahama then candidate ka say. Enye kwan say this Ghana for no momotom no. Na emfa foreigners no to logically no. China ni na ofri ni kuromba ha no. Na onim atiwa forest. Anasa na onim Densu River, anasa Brim River. So we have logically a Ghana for the so on son or do uncle. Now muno say a court of competent jurisdiction. Etimi ebua obi for say why illegal money now the year campaign says Aubas enko for no. Court na anya na dwuma yie into be you. Ne me no tianum 3 months into your administration. Untimi yi won. But over office 1 week obi a wedi Ghana sika twitwi de enu twa na sem Ghana for busan said that ben no yi senkofo no ana de to sum yenu se se Ghana for busan said task force na what say on your informant na yenkwachi senkofo no ne eti onwa ye de won court am ya san jeli senkofo no ana say ye chi won afri uram hodom edun wa ba on dem wa beda. These are the questions Ghanaians are asking because it is purely contradiction. And in some more kind in dear dance, yes, a tro and another that Ghana for and we were fighting Galamsey. Nanado Dankwa Kufuado. A memo fighting Galamsey at a point he said, Mwedia dance say, in Sweden, the graph as a senate. In Sweden, baby, I'm a most central for baby, creating one comment say, oh, in Sweden, baby, any other at it. During that time, no Sweden eating. Anna Mahama, and then call for then candidate. At a task force, not on room question for Kutupa. Not the Kwakubuahin was in charge of it. Mibusa say, those days now, not say task force no on what is the same anyone. Who show Kwakubuahin the forest to go there, Sahaya Galamsey. Those days now, they say task force now.
And Janutin and Abisa Kwakubuahin, I said no.
Yes, I was the leader.
And so on no bit to crack or young growth.
I go for the Waba. And the other for someone who said task force and what is. I don't think I may person may catch your plane. He said, "Oh, Shanko for the bon say, Baba Mamma, your Majumano." Not the same conforms as I didn't know more tight and the young people have been soon some matter. Somewhere task force, Namontra, Namun Yedman, Namun Sensuno. That is all. Bibi Papa being one be free the task force now what in ban. That's the secret behind it. Because the reason is that what the Aquaco catcher what on what dream say, Baba Mamma, your Galam say. One way Yachim Wagoon, Nanado Dankwa Kufuado Mreso, Yapasi a fighting Galam say no. Yachim Wagoon, maybe you won't. Then what has changed? I'll catch you and say, Sanko for Roquachon, not the one Quagoon. Or don't come Wagoon, and that's all we won't Wagoon in Waba. This one catch a gun and be an adrum daha on your badam for Auntie. I did you be an adrum now. To be honest with you, it's a fact.
Better say. Time in it. Malcolm at your first, so higher than 100.9. Numbers are befriend 03022 57902 and 03022 43540. Maybe Tiwina, maybe this year.
Ago, Ohimani Bo, Ohimani Mamamre, Ohimati Amani Asi. UTV assigned their baby. Yet the Amamre against you may be strong point to the say, Ohima reality show. Obapa unim Amamre, Ohima, Ahofeni Amamre, who your best ma. What if you do what you could see at your room? One wati, unim Amamre, now to make a sabajum dia. Any bro, because phones free our GA schools and our UTV from there. Now bet show bridge and found the baby out free. Asante, Fante, Incline, from mountain, a TV mountain, Buno, Afu, and Nasa Fifi mountain, a Puya Nasatoy, Kanwe, now bet show bridge. Auditions because Kumasi and Incline. Mumra GH Schools, GH Mega Studios, Achimota Abofu, Match Da, Etosu Adunum, Kanwe, Nabet Shawbre, Na Chedian Pimpi, Woma, Yaji and Nino, na you see a mamre, a money and a Bakosen, I say, or my Pia Fopim, a Jana Mamres, or him a reality show, or Papa would do Mamre, or him a Fenny and Mamre, or him a Nibo.
Point savings and loans sika krabia wo mu gina wo mu na so pampe na awieye mre yi mu a wanhwe ya na sika krabia bi ede asokwa ada na wachinchin nti ene sese wunya sika krabia bi ti say best point savings and loans omuda so a eya adwuaden atoto sika sem amano awie peye na enhyehyɛ pa wo mu ewo mo customers ye eye bocho na foforo kra wo mu ede aba monten eye best mobile banking na kyerese bank no na wo ye no wo phone no so no enu nti se si ade se yesa line tintintin anase wo se wadachi e wo sika krabia hode eni hobio na ani kasem mako e ka ho ne se wo betumi asend sika asan agi sika e wo phone so wo betumi asan atua wo bills ebi etese DSTV Go TV Star Times, Empo electricity bill, any water bills in Yinano. Who bet me at your every phone no so wa bra wuti baby ejuju. Na won't pay way Ediana pay. Enunti, ye hear me say, Ubebu account our best point savings and loans. Na wuria, na wa dial *277#. Na would democra. Washe, banking na ye for sanu. Ha, best point savings and loans. Ya makofa best mobile banking aba. Jimmy so say, wo phone ni, wo sika suni. Best point savings and loans.
Best Point Savings and Loans.
Your dream, our business.
Okay, me kwa manu so enkoma yedi na nanwumre wo so mame enje wadwenche ye shasia from a Lankwantana Medina Municipal Assembly. And yes, so far said ya enwame ko in terms of MC position, you know. Any other areas you can ho ensem enwumre saranso ene hwe ye say aben anase ye mampanyin send the Lands and Natural Resources Minister idi animo awakopaw eye abedwakuo task force a umba bekese ebeko atia illegal mining activities. Mamenyi wadwe nchire. Beba to majo Hello majo. Okay, mame fo from yoko. Me majo.
Majoro.
Yes, it is.
Na on pump to say.
Ame adumo.
Yo, animale mame ntia madam fo na na kai. Aguna sabafo freno say won be MP wo ho. Yankopon kanu ho. Na menkia me MPP fo mpanyin fo nyinara ene wo mageri ni wono mo studio no me mamo nyina happy Ramadan Yankopon
amen
mageri
yes
na Madina nkwa na oka kaso ba kaso kra yanyan UMC ndi brono bebre se wa o ye central ni woni na
kaso na ozo wo mo zen ho
dia koso wo Madina no no abi na koso wo kaso
na woni me ho no eye chairman ofuso ajare ono na oye chairman NDC chairman na nipa bi kwa omode papa ifa so no mo hwe ne ye o mo hwe ne ye pa o papa answer na oye adwuma de ji seat ni free honorable Hawa Kumse nsam no na enough mo na no me koso na okay, what the Mate?
Magari, omo asem. Nti ye dia ye bompai, o my Ghana na ye bompai se Nyankopon tra o my Ghana. Magari galamse no asem amuka no su. Mesi galamse no ye nyina ku. Magari nsu ya ye nunu, eni NDC, eni MPP ana TPP. Nsu no sotra ye nyina ye hu bekire. Nti ye best se obian fan 90 form na yankuntia sa agyemafu no amafo kitwa bia omuye se omunkwa beye yie na ganafo nkoda kom esukom no ono de enkani enti ye besre che mpenyinfo omunsore ngina na yankuntia nkrofo omuye sa boni no magari life is water water is life
say water is life ampa better say mame fa do o majo
yeja
ye too bema
yo Sami from Medina.
Okay. Asai. Ada wakati no.
Yo, ana Magdalene.
Yes sir.
We ato kwa the AK
Chantel ladies.
Magdalene, if I monitor radio station papa because reasons may be if I say over on my and easy. I question that I'm in Yabakubika. I question the cooking if I hit through. And he's adding papa. Mamma say anything no number about. I mean, so the commission and to make John defend party papa. Let me see a category of chairman as this incoming MC to constituency. And go on canon. Sir, Madam Gary, when you never could not say MP for I'm so much disappointed or MP and this you know. We do have you. More I'm saying what 156. Yes, that's what I'm saying about the Bagana for you to me is I can see this also. Also, Ellis for heaven, I could check a for say. Yes, I can see him, same, but as most came and you see him in here. That's how if you are a manifest, and I say, I say, moving to good. Could you say, money for it to one pass and what will you Magana for? We know when you have a chop at the soil and not make us a party in the moon and Kuye. Mukofa candidate buy appointment somebody buy and can afford to implement 38%. It was a Mukoko Jacob Plantin, Monko Plantin. Now let them look at the job for the boys in part 2. And if my phone is on tax for some, but only can afford. Only can afford. na before you when you bomb that simple so catch Ghana for some matter. The family to them to go here down and them Ghana $58 million. Eko to Grand State and them Ghana for former 34. A former who won't then you will overcome honomo. Mum but simple so or by mistake $1 million on a simple asset. Mumba was in a cat. Who may tell a gram say and never get a free tertiary. And yes, I could have score of free tertiary. And I can't afford so much show. Now, you know, I'm saying I'm a cat because I'm a cat I can afford say. And I'm going to be sure people say, although I'm 2 grams, yes, I think most scale minus. If I'm on last the side of my fans, is a battle.
Okay.
First one for my Ghana. But
I say, yeah, also. Never to Majo. Okay, it's you.
I'm in sure I'm in Chia, for shooting cancer, honorable national organizer. And Haji Safia Mohammed. Dr. Siaja Ponchia one and Sambolano, Nakola Baye. Yo, the American say, and kind of formed by a cranka, Galamse Cranka, and demo, because I'm on more position. I'm say, and before they two Galamse. And the Mabadi and Gamonti on one anchor to work. I didn't get a national issue. Young fine propaganda sign your campaign. Because Obia Numusu, Obia Yusu, poison Bamua, and this in Numu, MPP in Numu. What is the nobody MPP Pony 2 MPP Pony 2 MPP Pony 2? Omaba wanted to Omananga Tunka. I know my apple mobile, many ministers, a human here, Palm or Negaram to us here.
Okay, Madam say. Yo.
Or more Palm or Mamma Marco. No matter what would you say? We got an apple from Cano or both for me.
Okay, Majo.
Yeah, I'm Jerry.
Yes, you.
Yeah, I'm good evening.
Good evening.
Well, yeah, I'm going to tell you what I was previous of I can see. Mammy on your case. Now more one day, and I was standing in a mission MP. As much as MP. Honorable Kwame wants to inform about me, aka that darling boy, Bakope, and our left MC Yoba, Aqua. Sure, one of my great work can be is you know a car and a too good and a fine costing in I can't say on my book I am a new farmer. But the internet, yes, open the DIO. Now, I mean, there were NDCF before city before, or be a to be. Because I know what is going on. If I want energy, I come party back home, and the car will be as soon as saying, yeah, the moving now. Let me see, and let the court. It's only a 2 minutes. So, August 4 years old. Or channel somebody declare. So, MPP 24, I don't have diamond. I tell me, because
okay, Madam say. All right, Mamma Fa, do you Hannah, and go in, Majo?
Marjorie.
Yes, sir.
If I tell a phone, I'm Mikasa.
You too.
Marjorie, me by Mamicha, General Secretary, maybe will be Amicha. And I had here, I'm also called woman organizer. Now, Marjorie, I did be in one more papa. If I guarantee we send Mamuka. Me trust you. But who say, me the miniature certain to say, and this is 4% year be not. Marjorie, I never quite one say. Can I'm saying I trust one Kraha, Marjorie, what's your woman enough for the past years? Ye can almost trouble to go and say, how me, I never come in the near auntie. I buy your trust, I buy not say, or fighting and saying, who will say, I buy number 2 about Yan. They about Ghana, and this is only so by the I don't think and this is for the job for the boys. Omako passe after the back on a grey army, where a blue, I would have done before. And he got into this hour. And the end is what power or traffic I saw this idea way by say, young training in Pablo Omoko. The community I see a Nipano honey by your machine. Oh, Marjorie. It was something who's a buying on Tresse. Napco, that the abadi the trans say, Kase, and you did your muka.
anti saa boy say ya phone musum ye be ma mu say on fa sa di ni betra ta Ghana fo nyina ho on fa pay on be di ni betra no mu now say o bi ko chika am say ni na wo ma ni 2000 na say 2000 no ko galam say site ahi no now when you be 5 boys no and these boys with 5,000 Roman visa.
Okay. Medan say now Mami for friend yon ko na mo so de mo kasa mo. Oh, David. Mami. Yeti o yanko.
Owo mo kwasi buate live from Kantamanto, Accra, Ghana. Anapa de uye program ami ye mi dream room. Hey, na je program na mo poti papa. Ni mo adwuma. Mbacha obatampa ha kumuse na oba wuma organizer. Maami afa ne ntamna ne maami afa. Yo mbacha na Dr. Sawaja Paul Zoom la yo panipan. Ya minister papa ni na papa. My Jerry. Me dey we ase me wey dey me be slow ni power Ghana ha papa. Me me owo bon kwesi buate. Kopi mo say President Mama our position no and akokwado na stage of my emergency at the end. Stage of emergency our galam say so. Yango pon chadum. We be di akonya. Na dem state of emergency no. Wa be di akonya. Wa na 2 minutes be kura o. I said the only 2 minutes adwuma enye yie. Hey, ya bini tene ni bada sami. Masu ni papa abu su ni pare ja samai. Kanye be bia petro bu okoduru. Wo yi na ni de do onwu ye no. Mi te eni ase. Ya se back class na dia de. Na wo ka o woni na e ko ba ji wo onyin firi ho otom. Me bo mi papa po onyin firi ho da so ye adwuma.
One mo say ebeko na wo why na all na so budget so there yeah. Okay, Medan. Yo, Medan, thank you. Yenfa ofofro last but one, Majo.
Yeah, and Wabo.
Na me adom yeto.
Mano do so. Na me say MPP for no. O ka say what say o ko tire o ka say o betire won agum a o say hey I don't know how to pum. Pan tire won so o say hey I don't know wan tire won. Say o pese mahama na nkata kro onye den. Welcome on to one class in one share and over mine. Now, I no. I'm a much and more brave piama, kind of one to one. So I want to be Wakatado. What can you have propaganda and crown where son of bear will be one way correct, 1 year correct to who? One better man, to 1 year, ma'am, no mine, on nap and Fubunubai. Now, we never want to be in one share and open my that be at the mobile. Why are for no do mobile propaganda and my opinion more maybe that's it.
May last one, Majo.
Midanya officer me last caller. Honorable Major Pacho Unia Kitawa Abusu Kanye friend me bright. Na me enko so in shira papa nejuma pa oye o my Ghana entumpo. Na minchia minua ndi seminar o studio no. Na minchia Honorable Kufito Dijono KKD. Last we can say about MC, you know. Sa ono sono o Abukuma Central our MCAD. Sa na oko we interview no. Omayi ni din Phyllis ni mo a yesre yempeni for say. Sa we na omo ye no. Omo anye ni yi. Nti omo bomo din ha say yempeni for a omo ye sa de no. Ana say Excellency John Gamani Mahama nefa nani enko no na omo hwe because yanhwe yi a the problem pa ebebre NDC party no the conform bi mu a bia enye grassroots no e candidate the papa mu eni basa ebe pa beba constituency no the restre Excellency John Gamani Mahama any appointment committee say omo hwe na omo nye bibi enfa.
Okay. Medans Bema, Media C. Obi on free bia medans mama sending message mama share on Facebook and the YouTube channel and a TikTok. Eda masenyame and come on. Okay. Razak.
My Jerry.
I didn't shot to woka. Oban for suit you.
The American say a party for Medesa Mufide Kesi. Me from Mufide Kese so ni akonya yi ama omunya ate asese reset no de ya hyase na emum dodo no a expectation na the American say obia nka na koma to niem. Sometimes even forming a government it takes even up to a year and send a government no officially with makers of our constitution and even by the year no kran no ebeba bedu year no kran pro na amampeni excessive John Dramani ma no ntimi nya appointment nya enye den ewie. But if you compare all the successive governments and as a president now, Omampeni is essentially John Dramani Mama is one of the leaders makers and Abai one of the fastest forming governments and as a cabinet waiting they put in place. And still day in, day out, more appointments keeps coming. But Ninyani say in Jumana wa promise yedi be money adadin nyano. Through these appointees and aside Numaide ebeba. And as I appointees no answer no bet my recruit and also bet my employee no unless there's a board in place. Apart from say board in place no, I was a budget so and a budget so ready and then I say I feel nya approve here. I feel na parliament egusu debate over the parliament over the budget. So I approve here. Those sector ministers, the appointees and the rest no nyano, they need their boards to be constituted. Is the boards no na etimi mass green light no now must seek clearance from the Ministry of Finance. Omunya sa clearance national recruitment etimi to keep place. So no make pa obi bia just omo ka omakoma to omuye. With time whatever expectation that they are having say all that the youth and I'm baby no pay any juma. That's it. It's all about employment. All those employment will come and I can assure you it's Excellency John Dramani Mama is on the right track and will achieve and will deliver.
Thank you. How you need 100.9? Abela.
Manjari.
Yes, sir.
We are nebu bo and nebu abo.
Down.
Nebu bo and nebu abo. Brother Mahama talk as appointed system ministers. Was it including deputy ministers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Only myself I appointing more than that.
Oh. And I can't 4 crore now appointed.
It's just so
4 crore from me say. Other deputies in this one can say by the close of the week or the Baba don't farm. I can't 4. It is so I 56.
Why you crab? 56 no.
And the Mumas
no there were 16 regional deputy ministers ya to need info from.
And the minimum media minimum yeah 16 regional organizers.
And why own presidential staff
said they are not
responsible for each their region. What you say 16 regional organizers are presidential staffers in charge of their various regions.
That's so correct. Their respective regions.
Yes, indirectly they are the deputy ministers.
Oh no.
Yes,
no,
because
deputy minister, you said you're treating them.
Oh, so what see? Anyway, see here. Obi Betty. It's early days yet.
Was it one the guy?
Mr. Santi. Also, Obi Betty. See, go so I wish him well anyway. But the media they make kind of say, Ghana for enya hotoso. Ewo eni didie wo MPP abam say. Eduma pa ye be ye no. Ehun sunsuanso no enche bi ebe da di. Na entro ne kontompo ni na braba NDC fa so be di senkunu be di sakunu e no. Ebe da di mo bia ehun NDC for adapa. I wish them well.
Jerry.
Yes sir. That's it.
Alai Baba Alai. Baby Alai Baba baby obi a mechiano.
Alai Baba.
Na Yankee positive change. Baby amushe bia mechiamo. They are one of the freedom fighters. Bano say NDC Juma mudi wa kutuni pan ye. Baby amobi a mechiamo.
Okay. Madam I say
Mestre appointment committee President Mahama I'm say a very young guy. Said what you can hear more but Mr. Your reason on the say in a free media. Before say yeah they are calling the no penny and I'm boy. Ofa penny they are calling me to no. The same reason the pa no can there and no ya call on for the see there. Na ni penny no into no phone. Na odi I'm just odi MC on Medina be the pa because you from anybody
when anybody send it
when anybody miss me the manual to be a man
okay I tell you Anna you ready and this same 9:30 now boy sorry the Torchlight and Edinburgh. Yami Adama Yawadanson. Yebishia. Ochina Ghana Muntie so Ochina in fact may interview live our studio a year local government minister. Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim Ochina over program so all Ghana Muntie so. Etia mention on him. So we will be a we chire ni ana say profession ben and a womb. We electric engineer. Anampo we SSE so na opese wukosua de ewo eye Canada. Wasua de na wie no na yasan convert with student visa. Na wetima ye adwuma ho. Ne yakwanya bi na ba beto ama. A City Institute of Higher Learning one more Canada. Inti wone mia menua panyi Mr. Nsia enkasa sisi why? Ebibia will be our friend Mr. Nsia number. Na nchemu bi odebema 020 838 6199. Robiomo 020 838 6199. Oneni ndinkomo. Bibia ni a obechromo. Me komedi de Magjerio OSEI AGYEMAN. I care champo me da se. Ena Okokroko Francis so me da se. Me da se be makwasi aboaje on supervisor. Dr. Faradexena, executive producer, fully supported by my general manager Kennedy Asante Osei. Woman about me to the Medi Yedi bro. DJ Bosco will take you over. Babon, you kama. I may have my channel pa. Yebishia. Daminko Bibia.